Correct. The question is for both. You both are addressing about the water issue in the campus. Actually, what's the actual run? Because for past 5-6 years, it is running. Last council was trying, even we were trying. What is the solution for that actually? Like, because you both presented that we are going to rectify the water problem. So what's your plan?
So as of now, the UV water filters, UV water purifiers in every hostel is not properly maintained. So I am planning of bringing a technician, dedicated technician, for weekly and monthly maintenance of UV water purifier. And the RO water purifiers in every messes, we will keep that outside of every mess and make it 24/7 accessible. So the difference between water coming from UV and RO is just the taste difference. Other than that, the quality is the same. So for better taste, you can have RO water purifier.
Okay. So sir, as per World Health Organization research, RO water is injurious to health because 96 to 99% of calcium and magnesium content is removed. And as per same WHO standard, UV water is advisable and suggested if you have proper optimum level of salts in it. As of now, our college, as per the environmental engineering test reports, it is found that the salt inclusions in our water content is less. So it is not going to cause any of the health issues. But the reason why we are facing some trouble in water issues is irregular maintenance. So we are there to assure you that each and every UV purifiers are accompanied with a date of replacement of purifier and date the technician to be noted. This enhances the opportunity such that the UV purifier are pure and could provide a salt-free water, right? So this UV purifier just purifies the bacteria in it and the salt contents were already less in our water. So we need hygiene water, not a RO water. This is our statement. So we could able to obtain a hygiene water if we could able to maintain the UV purifiers in a good condition.
I want to add one point. The dissolved salt concentration is within the acceptable limits, as you said. But RO water is not injurious, as you said. And keeping RO water purifier in every hostel is not economic because there's 70% wastage of water. So that's why my view is to keep it outside every mess and make it accessible.
And one more point I just want to add, it's like as for NIT is concerned, even you might be aware, like even director ma'am, some guy texted in Facebook stating what is the condition of water. She replied like everything is fine, everything is in working condition. Because as per paper, there are 80 system installed, 80 are in good condition on paper. I just want to know what is the process you are going to make, because installing a technician or making it like plainly stating that we will maintain, it's not going to work out at any cost, because we are running behind them every month and they are just giving us a glimpse like it is done, it is done. It took around 3 months for us to just change the filter, and there is one more political issue running behind. What is the solution for that we are going to do? Because on paper everything is perfect as in NIT. So what is the solution for that?
Being NITian, we have enough number of equipments in our laboratories. This water salt test can easily performed in our own environmental lab itself. So we can make a regular checkup of water within a periodical time, stipulated periodical time, to ensure the amount of dissolved salt in it. If it is going excess, we can directly report to the administration that this much of salt is not recommended as per WHO standard.
The water is, the dissolved salt concentration is within the acceptable, so the water is healthy, and you can see the villages over here, they doesn't have any purifiers, and still they are healthy. That means the water is having high quality. So like the problem arises only if the maintenance is not done properly. So we will assure that maintenance is done properly with the help of hostel convener and the estate maintenance department.
Okay, you both raised the stipend issue here. So how you gonna solve it with the proper manner, not on the ideal manner that you told you will do something. So in a practical manner, like we are also facing the same problem. So practically how you will solve this one by one explain.
Yes. We have MIS of our own. This MIS has all the student portal in it. This student portal, what is the delay for our own stipend is the administration office of each and every department just sending as of all the attendance report without excluding the attendance of absentees of this. So when it goes to stipend section, this stipend section makes this process, takes this process as an account and reduces the amount and performs tally calculation, and this takes a huge delay. And while there is a delay in taking this administrative office attendance sheet to the stipend section from each and every department, this issue becomes a tedious process. So the feasible solution is this student representative with involvement of each and everyone ensure that this stipend list, attendance list will reach the stipend section within the time, and that with stipend section within the time, and also this stipend attendance list will have a reduction of absentees count also. Means if you are present for 20 days, then you will be, your stipend count will be only sent for 20 days to the stipend department. Right.
As a PG representative, I will involve in this matter personally. I will go directly to the department and ensure whether the attendance have been delivered through MIS to the stipend section. And from the stipend section, the voucher has been issued to the bill section. And from the bill section, the check, the voucher has been signed by the director, and then it is returned back to the bill section and then given directly to the bank as check. So all this process I will go through, I will involve in this personally, and I will ensure smooth flow of the process.
Next is a binary question. In that delay, how you think what's the mistake is like the ground mistake who's doing? Either department or the admin. It's a binary question, so you can choose one of the option, one by one.
There can be mistakes from both the department as well as the administration.
I asked, this is a binary question, so you are saying both are doing delays.
Yeah. Sometimes the department gets delaying, and they delays in sending the attendance to MIS, and sometimes some authorities in the administration gets absent, they take leaves and all. So that can also be the reason for delaying of stipends. And also the bank closes few times. So
can we answer any other things than this? Yes. I will mention this is the fault of each and every student. Yes. Let me come. Yes. Because this is our own money. We should ensure that your CRs or your own administrative officers are working properly and sending our own stipend to the stipend section as early as possible. Because we are lagging in this. As of now, as of results, none of them will inquire about the stipend from within this 15 days. Only after the 15 days, they will just get notified about their stipend, and they come to start when will be our stipend will be issued. So I consider this as a fault of each and every one of them.
You all have been in this college for less than 1 year.
sorry.
You all have been in this college for less than 1 year.
Yes.
And the people working in the department office, they have been working for years, say 10 years, 15 years. How can you say to a person that you have to do this within this stipulated time? Who gave you the power to, who are you, how can you do that to them?
Actually, the students and the class representative doesn't have the authority.
Yes.
The elected PG representative has the authority to inquire and ask about.
But we are not going to force them in a harsh manner. Sir, whether you have just forwarded our stipend attendance details to the stipend department. This is not, it is a polite way of asking, and the people there will understand our situation since they are also getting their own salary within 5th date of every month.
And if they say, no, I have not done, it will take some more time, I have many other work to do. What will you do?
They are working for 10 years and this is one of their duty to be done.
Personally, I have been working on this for a long time.
Yes.
I know how they are doing this.
Yes. Sir, I know personally that how you are struggling in this.
See, so how can I do this? How are you going to talk? Even though it's polite, how can you make them do it?
Let me tell you an example, sir. We are organizing a student representative from each and every class. What we are going to do is, as of the day, let us assume the date is 2 of this month. We are going to notify the people. We, being PG Secretary, we have the authority and power to inquire in the stipend section. So we are just going to inquire the stipend section. What is the status? Who are all the department has given their own attendance report. After ensuring that, we will convey directly to people. These are the departments who has sent their attendance report to the stipend department. So the people will get their own responsibility. They will insist his CR or SR and the administrative office to proceed the stipends.
Excuse me, can I interrupt?
Yes.
Then what's the need of a PG representative?
Yes.
There is no authority, according to hierarchy, no, the class representative and the students cannot go directly to the administration.
Yes,
only the
per
PG
my
representative has the authority.
As per my statement, I clearly mentioned that PG Secretary is going to inquire in the stipend section of administrative block. Then he is going to reveal what are the departments which has proceeded the attendance to the common groups. Then these common groups will facilitate their own administrative office. Means we will be having an office rooms in our own departments, and they are responsible for stipend attendance procedures. And it is possible for a CR and the SR to notify them and proceed this further.
Okay, Sari gave a suggestion. What happened to us is similar thing. Why we are getting stipend earlier is, for first 2 months, I got approval from register stating that attendance should be sent on 30th. I got an official circular for both chorus meeting, do it if it is possible. I got an official statement from register, attendance should be sent on 30th. On 30th of every month, it should be sent to stipend section. If that is done, official circular is being released, we have allotted some representative. So they will ask them whether it is sent or not, as you both say, we will convey things. Because we are too huge, right? Around 38 streams you have. 32 or 35 or how many?
24 disciplines without MSCs, MCAs and MArch.
Okay, so 24 you have, right? What you can do is, I'm not to hurt anyone. What we did, I'm saying, first 2 months it was too delayed. I have cut the departments which is not sending attendance before 3rd. So 4 is not sending attendance before 3rd, they won't get stipend for 1 month. Because I told them very frankly on my in our open group, just because of you 20 or 30 people, I don't want rest 400 to be suffering for next 10 days. So for those departments, I cut it for 2 months, just 2 months. So once I cut it for first 2 departments, then only those 40 people suffer for a month. From next month, they were the one to present it first. There will be difficulties, people will be throwing stones on you, but you have to make sure 90% of the population is at least happy, not considering on 10. This is what I did, and moreover, we are getting our statement regularly on 6th to 10th. So if you have, you can use it, and there will be a lot of backfires in it. You should be in a position, and you should be more humble. Here, being in student council, we don't have anything to rise on them, because even most of us are here, we know what is happening. You should be in a position to get your things done. It is not like you are in a position to ask them. You are in a position, you should be always in a position to request them. If you could do that, obviously it is possible.
Sir, a PG representative should strive for the welfare of the students. He should not cut the stipend and all. And okay, as a PG representative, I am telling you that I will personally go directly and meet all the meet the departments and ensure that the attendance is sent through MIS and do it on my own. And it's a 100-acre campus, and doing all that things will take half a day for me, and I will do that.
Yeah, that we have done. This is what we have seen in the experience. That we have done for. That I have done for 3 months. Nothing works. So we started. That's what, it's my input, it's up to you, that's what I told. Very frankly, I told you both, it's up to you to consider or not. But at the end, we are getting our statement before 10. I mean, even Jitin knows. We will be getting before 10 just because making some swings and load, it is not like you can't satisfy everyone at every cost. That is the law of nature. You can't satisfy everyone at every time. So you should be in a position to control everything. This is what we have done and we are successful. I just gave an input. If you want, you can take. If not, move your process and learn with experience.
Yes, sir. As for this, our motto comes into account. A single person, being an PG secretary, he will be having a bunch of things to be done. When people gets involved, we can increase the efficiency. Everyone agree with this? Yes.
That's what I said. Like it's a 100-acre canvas, and to go through all the departments, it will take
But
half a day.
I want to let you know that this procedure is there for these years. This was the procedure which is being followed. I think you are not aware of it.
Sorry?
And
Pardon.
this was the procedure which is followed till now.
But that isn't efficient. That's why I said I will go
Yes,
through.
same procedure you are going to follow. Then what is it?
Okay, we'll have a debate. Okay, we'll move on. The next question is the Aswin that you mentioned.
Yes, sir.
Opportunities for PG students to take part in various inductions of Festival, Pragyan, NIT Fest, etc.
Yes, sir.
So, what's the problem? Was like you want to rectify it, but
Yes.
what's the problem exactly is happening here?
Yes. The problem which we are facing is the UG peoples are not giving the chance to get participate in their own event. For example, as my own knowledge, when there was a notification of a UG technical fest, when it was posted in our CR's group, I inquired my CR to ask whether it is allowed for PGs or what. But the reply from them was it is only especially for UG. It should not be like that. So we are here to talk with peoples of UG to make interaction because we are having more experience than them. They think that we are just going to stay here for 2 years. But that 2 years we are making it an efficient way, and being an NITian, the fest are the proudest thing which we have. So
did you find anywhere mentioned on the paper like this is not the opportunity for PG students anywhere in the campus? Like somebody told you, your CR or somebody, but did you find officially is mentioned somewhere, or did you personally tried it?
the person who is responsible for that activity means they will be mentioning the schedule, the notification of that. Under that there will be a contact will be mentioned. My CR made a personal contact to him and inquired about this and replied the same to me.
Okay, so you know the procedure, how it happens, why they induct on the
Yes,
second year?
and they are having a separate induction for each and everything, but we are lagging in that. This manifesto word will ensure that there will be an active induction for each and every one of them from PG also.
Okay. Any your view on this? Your view on this issue?
That isn't mentioned in my manifesto, but as a part of Film Society and Humanity Group, I have a good network of BTech students, and I can actually improve our involvement of PG students in cultural and technical affairs.
Cool. Thank you.
Coming to your manifesto, you have specified on-demand battery vehicles.
Yes.
So, I guess you know how many battery vehicles are there and how things are running.
Yes.
So, how you can justify your manifesto on-demand battery vehicles? What does it mean by on-demand and how you are going to fulfill it?
Okay. Right now we have battery vehicles, but they are scheduled. Like at particular times only they will come. It has a particular timetable. But if there is an emergency or like hostelites are coming from their home with luggages, they need it in emergency. So I'm proposing an idea like through a call or through an app that battery vehicle can come and pick them. So with a nominal fee. So that's what on-demand battery. Like, I hope you understand.
But you want to charge
Yeah.
it for it?
Yeah, because it's on demand, right? It's going for a particular person, so they will charge it.
How much would you like? Someone is calling from the Echo Marine and the vehicle is here. So how much you want to part on that? Like how much they should spend? If someone is calling the vehicle.
Actually, see, the auto rickshaw charges are very high over here. So we will charge a nominal fee around like 20 rupees. That's I think a nominal fee, and we will work on the finance later.
I would like to interrupt him once. May I know what will be your action if this battery vehicle were misbehaved? Means they have made a fake call that I need a battery vehicle and can you come here, but the persons are not there. What is the action you are going to take?
Okay, so next question is from Hari. You mentioned sports induction for PG students. So it's not happening, or is this a new thing that?
It is happening, but it's happening in the event center. So I'm planning to make it as early as possible in the first semester, like in the old sems.
So separately for PG or for the NIT?
Separately for PG, because I'm a PG representative, and like this time the sports suite, we lagged behind the third person by 30 points. We had 166 points and the third person was 196 points, and that's because of lack of practice, and our induction started late only, that's why. So I want to end it.
So you want to accuse the practice or the interest of the PG people that they took part in that?
Pardon?
The accusation is on the induction or on the people who took less part in that? Like who are not interested?
People are interested, but the induction is late, so they are not getting much time for practice. If we start the practice earlier, then our points can improve in sports fest.
Any thoughts on that?
One question shall I ask, if you don't mind? Like, are you mentioning about PG or MTech? I just want to know.
PG.
PG you have MCA, MBA, MSc and MTech team. MTech is a team which is...
And MArch.
MArch you don't have separate team. Actually as of now you have teams in this, okay, because you told like we were lagging. I just want to clear the statement whether you are mentioning all PG or only MTech.
I'm mentioning all PG students. Yeah.
But your statement was something, right? Shall we proceed or can I ask like yeah, because you told we were lagging with 30 points.
Yeah,
that is MTech team.
Yeah, but we will have a separate team for. I mean induction for PG students, but separate team for MTech, MSc.
No, I'm not getting. You are going to compete somewhere. You are having induction in a group.
Yeah.
You are getting people.
The teams will be decided like. We will figure out that later, like if we want us separately for MTech or MSc, that's not my own decision, that's a decision of a group. So I can't tell it right now. I hope you understand.
Yes. Instead, we have a plan like, we are going to make a sports head, means sports representative, as early as possible. This sports representative should have excellence in their sports activity and the managerial skills. If the people, the one who represents the PG is going to be the sports head, he will be in a position to form and carry out the induction process in an efficient way, since he will be excel in their managerial skills. Right.
Fine. So now if you have anything to ask your fellow contestant, you can ask. Like any manifesto points which you want to clarify or anything which you want to ask, you can ask.
Yeah, Ashwin.
Just 1 minute, like, keep it as a healthy debate. Keep it as a healthy debate, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, Ashwin, you propose using GJCH as a multi-purpose sports auditorium. So, do you know we have a sports complex, yes, and we are also constructed another sports complex near the basketball court.
Yes.
Okay, wait, let me come. Okay. Yeah. So, why do you need to change a good convention center like GJCH, where fests are conducted, into a sports stadium? Why do you have to do that?
Yes. I clearly mentioned you that this is not going to be a permanent thing. the fest are going to be held for fest number 5 days, Pragyan 4 days, some other fest. For example, it will be occupied only 20 days maximum.
So for the fest?
Yes, let me come, okay? So other than those 20 days, 345 days it is remaining idle. We are spending crores and crores of money in investing the GJCH. Instead, we are not going to just renovate into a sports complex. Do you think in this sports complex, is it possible for an ordinary person to have a good game there?
Have you seen the new sports complex?
Yes, there was for example, there is a badminton court. How many times you have played there? If you are a badminton player. For example, any of them who are excel in badminton, how many of them has played in the official court?
Can I interrupt?
That's it.
Yeah, so just for 5 days you are going to change the GJCS.
That's what.
Every 5 days you will renovate and then that maintenance cost and renovation cost.
Yes, I think you have not understood my point clearly.
Okay.
Do you aware about multi-purpose stadiums?
Explain, enlighten.
Yes. These stadiums will have a provision to have a post. Okay. It is not a permanent post and a temporary post. And the markings in your floor, is that going to do anything with your fest? Is that going to do anything with your fest? No. So, whenever there is a fest happening, we can easily remove the pole from there. Let the mark stay as it is.
I don't feel that's a convincing answer.
Okay. Let the audience ask the question now. Audience will ask.
Ashwin, you have any question?
Yes. You have mentioned something like ensuring single room availability for final year PG students without bias.
Yes.
Do you think it is possible, or how you are going to do this?
Yes, it is possible. Because that triple IT students came temporarily, we had an emergency to allocate them to the new hostel. That's why we have a shortage of accommodation. But I think after the tenure, we will have a proposal of accommodating PG students without bias. Right now, there's a little bit bias going between the BTech final year students. They are accommodated first, then only the MTech PG students are accommodated. So I will assure that this is not taking place.
No. You have mentioned something like single room availability.
Yeah.
Single room availability.
Because the final year.
A single person or a double or triple or four.
Single person.
Single person. Yes. I will tell you the truth which is happening. Okay. As of now, the peoples in the girls' hostel are facing a major consequences related to hostel accommodation. They were forced to accommodate in a recreation hall of 7 persons. Though there were empty hostels, empty rooms there, it is not possible. We have a plan, in our manifesto, we have mentioned separate hostel premises for PG final year student. We are taking the Beryl into account. You have heard about Beryl, right? It has 191 rooms. If the peoples were ready to accommodate, it is so tedious to accommodate 2 girls in a class. 2 girls in a room. Okay, so if this Beryl proposal was done, already 100 rooms were accommodated. So the remaining is 91 rooms. 91 rooms into 2, which is 182. The total strength of girls in PG final year is 174 and 2 has left. So 172. So the 181 accommodation can be done for 171 girls.
See, that's what I said. We had an emergency to accommodate the triple IT students, and after that tenure, we will get the availability of a single room.
I would like to interrupt. For B, there is a mistake in what you said. For BTech students, it will be allocated before 3 years itself. Second year itself, for BTech 5 years, it will be allocated the hostel rooms. And I think the Beryl rooms have been already accommodated, and these people have worked out for getting the Beryl rooms already accommodated for the girls. So I don't think that would be apt for discussing because it has already been done. And apart from that, the another point which you told about mentioning GJCS, you can't be able to convert it into a sports auditorium, or you can use it for sports. this is just a point. Like I'm not. What I'm saying is, you can try. Like we wish you luck, but it can't be done. That's what I'm saying.
If I have a model and a proposal for that, can it be accommodated?
Let me see. Just a minute.
Only temporary arrangements can be made. It cannot be converted.
Pardon?
Only temporary arrangements can be made.
Okay.
It cannot be converted to multi-purpose sports complex full-time because there are other events going on in GCH.
Yes, that's what I told. It is a temporary thing, not a permanent thing.
Okay.
But you have described it as multi-purpose for stadium, so it is not a permanent solution that you are talking.
Multi-purpose, yes bro.
So it is not permanent.
Yes, multi-purpose in the sense you can able to make markings for badminton whenever you are playing. Yes.
Like I don't think the admin will be allowing that part. Or what I'm saying is you can make it and you can get a proposal.
Yes.
But I don't think it can be possible. That's what our point
This is a proposal.
Yeah, fine.
If this proposal was done, we could ensure a better sports activity for each and every person because health is wealth.
What about the new sports complex or the sports center which has been constructed behind this?
Yes, this is just for the team players and the persons like us who would like to play in a sports atmosphere will not be able to accommodate there.
Not only for sports people, anyone who is interested to play can play.
Yes, that's what I am telling you. When you want to play a one match in that, it will take around a waiting time of 45 minutes. As far as badminton is considered.
If you construct here also, it's also
No.
the same, right?
The thing is, we are not going to construct anything. Okay?
If you are
Yes.
keeping the markings of anything, even to play over here, people should wait until they complete
There
the sensor.
were many number of ways, and badminton court is just a matter of this thing. So we could, yes.
I'd like to add one more point. Like, see, last year they constructed around 8 to 9 new badminton volleyball courts. Are you aware of that?
Yes. But it was not maintained properly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was not very properly. Instead of reconstructing a new place, you can clear all these and you can have these. Like, you want to give new sports facilities. So what I recommend is you can do clearing of these things and maintaining of these things will be helping you more than this.
Yes. Engineers are the person who uses the available resources, right? You agree? So, if you think that the badminton can be played in an open atmosphere, if you have a provision to make this thing in an indoor game, then why can't you do this? This is what my proposal is.
Yeah. Here you go. One second.
I have one last question for Harikrishnan. You have specified in your manifesto ensuring courteous behavior of male security guards towards girls.
Yeah, like
So,
when I surveyed about the problems, I have been hearing this. Like the girls are reporting that the male security guards are misbehaving when they come late, like after 9 o'clock or just 2 minutes after 9 o'clock, they are misbehaving. So I heard this problem and I will ensure that this doesn't take place. That's why I need a women's grievance cell. And the women's grievance cell right now is having only the faculties, and I'm planning to include our girls student representative in that.
Yes, I would just like to answer a point. Okay, you have mentioned something like misbehave. Okay, most of the people who are working as a security staffs are retired from army. Okay, who had served for our nation. So this misbehave, the word, which makes.
See, that's what the girls reported, and if you are in army, that doesn't mean that you are behaving.
Misbehave.
Excuse me. Yeah, we'll finish up with that.
Okay.
And we'll go with the question and answer. Like, the audience can ask questions. Just a minute. We'll pass down the mic.
Hello, my name is Gautam. I'm from Feeds the College, Nancy. My question is for Mr. Aswin.
Yes.
You had mentioned that you want to have separate students union for PG students because you said that there is an equivalent students union for UG students. I'm a UG student and there is no equivalent. We don't have a students union. And my question to you would be, firstly, why do you think there's a requirement for a students union? Because a students union's job is to represent students' problems to the admin, which is why you have a PG secretary in the first place. You will be representing the problems. So what is the point of the union?
Okay. Before that, I would like to clear you that this is not an union. This is an association. Okay. Yes. Okay. Then. This PG association will ensure this PG people, you can get precious alumni's contact. Do you know, every year, Alumni Day is being celebrated, especially for UG students? You are aware of it? Yes. This Alumni Day is not for us, and this alumni's resourceful contact we can gain as easy as possible. For that,
the Alumni Day is for the institute as a whole, it is not only for UG students.
That consists of maximum UG as per report. Yes.
That is not, I don't see how a PG student association is going to help in getting more representative for PG students and Alumni Day. That is the job, I believe, of the PG secretary to make sure there is more representation. What is the point of having a union, of having everybody in PG?
It is not union. Union is just relating to factories and these things, labors. We are students, association.
Exactly what it is. What is the point of having an association when a representative is there to represent your needs?
This is our first.
I don't believe the question is answered satisfactorily.
Yes. The thing first we mentioned is people's involvement. It is our first and foremost thing in our manifesto. For this students association, the website which we have developed was under the work, is just an introduction website. We are not inaugurated. For that we have made a people interaction of 25 people. This is how this association develops. If we want to conduct a fest, this association facilitates the peoples to form a gathering of peoples from this association and ensuring you that if, for example, I am from industrial metallurgy, excuse me, yes, I am from industrial metallurgy. If a senior has did this MTech in industrial metallurgy, he will be a favor of you or not? Yes, yes, that's what we require.
Ashwin, can I ask you a question? Like you have said, obtain resourceful opportunities through PG Students Association. So, what do you mean by that? Is it placements or? Placements in the sense, when you step out of NIT with the placement, I am sure you are not going to hold the job for more than 5 or 6 years. After that, being an NIT tag, with the resourceful contact of any of your alumni who were already in a higher position, you will be able to ensure yourself that your opportunities get enlarged. I think you are not aware that others alumni association we have right now in campus, and through the alumni association only we are getting this placement.
Pardon.
Like,
we'll have a question and answer session with the audiences. Okay? Yeah, thank you.
Hi, I'm Trishna from Beats as well. I have a question for Harikrishnan. You said that you wanted to establish battery vehicle, scheduled battery vehicle system.
Yeah, I already answered that.
Okay, no, I have a different kind of question. So, I mean, what is the point of that? I mean, is it as feasible as regulating the fares of the autos in campus? I mean, if you regulate that, rather than having a scheduled battery-operated system, isn't it more feasible to regulate the auto fares in campus? That's a relatively more easy way to approach it, don't you think?
Regulate the auto
fares.
Auto fares. See, right now the battery vehicles are running for free. So, see, if it is on demand, we will have a feasible charge. And for auto drivers, as you know, they are charging more. Like, and this battery vehicles are part of NIT. It's their own property. So, I hope that's it.
I'm Anuj, I'm from NIT Trichy. So my question is, you spoke about using the alumni for placement.
Yes.
So how are you going to do that? Like, you think that TP here is not sufficient for placement? Like, are you going to work as a parallel board? Can you clarify that?
It is not clear.
You told about using the alumni association for placement.
Where I have this?
You told. You told like it will
You
improve
can
the
enhance your placement opportunity.
Like, how can you do that?
Yes.
Can you
After
explain
stepping out of your campus.
Like, TP, do you think TP is insufficient for placement?
Sir, it is not clear.
Like, do you think TP is insufficient for placement? Like, are you going to work as a parallel body to ensure placement?
I told that TNP will fetch you a job this time. Okay. After 3 or 4 years, if you want to have a career development in your profile, there is a necessity and a requirement of an alumni contact. alumni contact, not alumni contact, a resourceful contact. That resourceful contact is alumni, where you can get easily, which will help you after some years.
You told about doing something for students, current students, like after we pass out of like the current students, like how is it going to benefit the current students?
Yes, anyhow, we are NITians and our placement opportunities were well enough. This is everything which we are focusing is for future, for the development of future. Okay. Do you think, yes, bro, do you think that this contact is not going to help any time, and are you going to remove that from your phone?
But actually, like, we have an alumni association here. So like, how is this alumni association going to be different?
Yes, this alumni association will be a stable one with interaction with this website. Yes.
Already there is one, right? If that's not working, then how can you ensure
do we
that
have
it will be
any
working
PG association website as of now? No. So all the details were there.
Like there is an EP association, right? Like in EP, there's an alumni association. So like how is it going to be different? Like I don't understand what you say.
Yeah, okay. In this website, all your personal achievements like your patents, your area of research are going to be in, excuse me bro. Yes. This website is going to ensure you that each and every personal achievements of you, which includes of your conference, your research paper and your own research area will be mentioned. You are going to develop your own profile. In case, if there is an opportunity in a peculiar area and a requirement of a superior person in that field, if the alumni was readily able to access this our contact, he could able, for example, if you are performing your own research in example nano. Okay, if the researcher or the alumni wants the people peculiarly from nano, just type the keyword nano. List of students will be there, and from that, based on the profile, he will choose. That's it.
And I request the contestants to keep the answer crisp so that we can have more questions. So try to keep your answers crisp. Okay, thank you.
I would like to add something, like more than giving to BTech, it will be quite feasible, it will be to PG, because they will be knowing what is happening with them.
Hello. Good evening, my name is Sudhirnath, I am from transportation. My question is to Harikrishnan. Like, you have written your manifesto that you will ensure individual rooms for PG, both boys and girls, right? Is it both for boys and girls? And
yes.
And you have stated that rooms are not available due to IIT students. And I can give you the details, like IIT students are only 120 in our campus, and their campus is going to be constructed in IIT Srirangam, and it will take another 2 years. Okay? So till then they are not moving anywhere, and this point will not be feasible in the next year. That's my
yeah. We will plan for their accommodation, and also the second years have already, like, only people who didn't get accommodation are like they didn't opt for it. Otherwise, if they wanted it, whoever chose for it had got the accommodation, and other guys left it out. They didn't want the single room, so they wanted the double room, so they are staying in double rooms.
Do you think it's possible, like you are staying in Aquamarine, and like I know I am there in the Aquamarine, like I know the conditions, like do you think the administration is going to spend that much free space for occupying of a single student?
Yeah, of course, it's their right. I think, and I will address this matter.
Thank you.
My name is Anis. I am from Building Engineering. Question is to what question? You know that in between this mega is 1 and 2, there are 3 buildings which were not used for the past 2 years. So what are your plans to do with these buildings?
Okay. This is a centralized institution. Okay. And we told you that there will be a people's involvement in our each and every activities. Okay. So, even though I am not having an idea, being a PG secretary representing all of us, I am here to readily hear your own suggestions and take that to the higher officials to solve for the beneficiary of us. So, yes, you need a solution for these old buildings, right? We can...
Because used as a bread factory or something.
What?
Because used as a bread factory in NIT Trichy.
Bread factory?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are producing bread.
Okay, I will just add your points to my suggestions that people could like to involve in my activity has given a valuable suggestion for conversion of those old building to a bread factory.
Then why, without using these facilities, why you want to change this GJCH hall to?
Yes, I have given you the clear, yes. I have given you clear thing that we are not going to make any alteration in the infrastructure. The roof going to stay as it is, walls going to stay as it is, floors going to stay as
some
it is.
buildings are underused.
Which one?
Some buildings are underused.
Under?
These 3 buildings, there were 3 buildings.
Okay, so yes. Do you think?
Not these those buildings, right?
Yes. Do you think is it possible to have a sports auditorium there?
GJCH conversion is possible. Then why these 3 buildings is not possible?
See, bro, we are just concentrating on sports. For carrying out sports opportunity, it should be indoor stadium with a massive area. Okay, that resource we have already, but we have just logged it for 340 days of a year. Okay, so instead of that, we have spent crores and crores on GJCH, but some of them have spent some lakhs in this building. You are saying, as per your statement, you want to make this crores left as it is, but want to use this lakhs. Okay, is that okay?
Not wasting those buildings.
Yes.
GJCH is a pride for an
Yes, bro. I openly admit that as of my idea, this GJCH has established an sports temporary multi-purpose sports auditorium.
Then what is your viewpoint on Hari? Yes. What is your viewpoint on these 3 underused buildings?
See, I have mentioned in my manifesto installation of a new gym facility near Mega Mess 1. So there are old buildings like the HKB building near the Chennai Mess. So I'm planning to make it into a new gym facility because we are a student community of 4,000 students, and for 4,000 students there is only one gym. That is not sufficient for 4,000 students. So we need a gym facility.
Hello, this is Ranave from Yamta Communication System. My question is related to the gym only. Actually, do you think setting up of another gym is feasible? Actually, I am going to gym. Actually, setting up a gym nearly cost around 30 to 40 lakhs. Do you think it is feasible? Will our administration allow to setting up new gym here instead of having another gym?
Yes, it is feasible because you have seen the current gym, the situation of the gym, and NIT is not NIT should strive for improvement and development, and I think administration will agree to it.
Even in that gym, they won't give one dumbbells, they will lock the dumbbells inside. So, for setting up a new gym, buying every equipment, will they allow? They are hiding your dumbbells, will they give you another new gym? Will they buy you?
That's the problem faced by the students, and that's why I'm here, and I'm here to solve it.
Sorry to interrupt. A new gym setting up doesn't cost 30 to 40 lakhs. It costs 15 lakhs. Open gym setting up.
Okay. So it depends on the equipment. Not on the, if we set up some basic gym itself, it will cost around 15 lakhs. If we want to include some equipments more, then cost is higher.
For a basic gym, a working basic gym,
okay,
to include all student requirements, it costs 15 lakhs, including dumbbells.
Okay.
So,
I would like to ask you one thing. Yes, you were telling about this 15 lakhs are can be utilized for gym. Okay. Do you think you girls have enough number of buildings?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, I think it's going off topic. Let's stick to the topic.
Excuse me.
But instead of that,
yeah, we'll have only 3 to 4 more questions, and with that we'll close. Okay? Yeah.
Hello, I am Babu today, Material Science. Actually, I have two questions. So, first is, we have a good alumni association, Record. And every year they are giving awards to our best performers in MTech. Like that activities, so many is there. And 75%, more than 75% notable alumni are from who have studied UG in NIT Trichy. So if we are separating the alumni into two associations for UG and PG, we are underutilizing the good alumni of UG. Lot of alumni are from UG who have studied UG in NIT Trichy. So we are underutilizing them now. That is for first question. And who will follow all this new association? Whether you are allowing any person for follow this new association, who will follow? Who will update all these things in your new website? That's first question. And second question. When we have
first question, please. First question.
If we are separating our alumni for a UG, alumni association only for UG and one for PG, we are underutilizing the notable alumni of UG's now. That is first question. And who will follow this new association, PG association?
Who will follow in the sense?
Follow after we are passing out. Who will follow this new association? Yes. Who will take care of this new association and your new website? Who will take care of it?
We. The answer is we. Yes. So, do you think you are not going to enroll for this association? We are the one who should teach our followers and our juniors. Excuse me, bro, I'm just answering you. Yes. Yes.
Second question.
Okay. But I should answer now.
When we are coming to accommodate A and B for badminton boards are there.
The thing is, I have not answered for your first question. Okay.
You answer your question, for the question. Okay. We go on to the next question after you answer.
As per your statement, who is going to follow up this? We, the seniors, first years. You know that each and everything which you are following is being taught by your seniors, right? Including cultural activities, academic activities, everything. Do you think this association is not useful and you are not going to teach your seniors to maintain this prestigious association? So, we are the one who should ensure our juniors to follow up this association, and this association is not just nothing. We are going to set up a secretary, a chairman, a treasurer and the formal members for this. These secretary, treasurer and chairpersons are being chosen on basis of induction if they have certain qualities. Okay, then they will ensure you that this association is going to be happen and follow out years and years. And regarding your second question, UG and PG, we are not splitting up. Okay, we are PG. We PG performs research. We are half researchers, right? Do you agree this? We are half researchers, and the activities and the projects which we are doing are near equal to a research. So, in case of an expectation, they will require research other than their requesting is not a project. Their requesting is a research that we are performing, and alumni will face towards us because we are having the research things with us. Okay.
I'm Vignesh from Transportation. I have a question for both of you. First, I want to ask Aswin. In Harikrishnan's manifesto, we can see that there is a pie chart representing these are the problems faced by students. But your manifesto doesn't contain something like that. Are you not interested in our problems?
Yes. Before I proceed, may I know what was the approximate count of these things?
We got around 200 responses.
Yes. The total votes which is going to be get polled is 700. Okay. 650. Yes. Wait. 650 plus, and I have addressed them personally, face to face, inquired their suggestions, and wait. Yes.
Can I know the authenticity? Like I have a Google form and a Google survey. Can I know your authenticity?
Yes, I have listed this.
That is written by you, right?
Yes, wait. Because I am the one who is...
Just a minute. Just a minute. Wait. Guys, just a minute.
Yes.
Guys, just please maintain the tone, please. Just wait. Okay?
Now, question to Harikrishnan. You said about on-demand battery vehicle. So, how it is possible? Actually, do you know how many battery vehicles are in our campus right now?
Okay, I have answered 2 times and this is the third.
Just I need to clear it. Right now there are only 5 battery operated vehicles and only 3 are operational. 2 are under maintenance. And 1 battery vehicle capacity is around 12 persons. If 1 person is taking the battery vehicle, then what about the remaining 11 seats?
See, that's what the transport section is for. We will answer the transport section and we'll figure out the solution for it.
Guys, this will be the guys, please maintain silence. Okay, this will be the last question.
Okay, my name is Harikrishnan. Hari suggested about the battery vehicle idea. The first thing that you said was, what if some students make fake code? When some students propose a suggestion, I think we should have a constructive mechanism.
Yes.
Or a positive idea. But the first thing that came out of your mouth was a negative response.
Okay.
But you are a potential PG candidate. How do you justify that?
Whenever you have the problem, you have to think. The problem is a negative thing and the solution is a positive thing. So in each and every negative thing, you can find out the positive.
Just a minute. I think we close with this. Guys, just a minute. We have to conduct 3 more debate series. Okay. So we'll complete with this. We have just a minute. Excuse me. Okay, we are completing this. We are completing the PG Secretarial Debate. Thank you.
Before that, I want to ensure you that he is not my opponent. He is my co-contestant, and it is a competition. It is not a competition and it is a collaboration. Whoever may get elected, I assure you that, buddy, are you there to, can you just do it?
Ashwin,
I request the audience to please maintain silence, please. It's between the contestants, okay?
Buddy, for a healthy environment in campus, if you got selected, we have plans to do our manifesto, okay? I will give my manifesto to you. I will give you the approaches and ideas. You do these things in addition to yours. This is the buddy thing.
Sorry to say this, I have my own principles and I'm focusing on my own manifesto.
Okay, we finish our PG Secretarial Debate series with this. Thank you.